Hello, hello. Welcome, and I guess good morning, good day, good evening. It kind of depends on where you're coming to us from which part of the world you're coming from. We're so excited to have you guys here today. I'm going to actually go ahead and kick it over to, I have the pleasure of inviting one of our chief visionary officer on. He is in charge of the culture, the love, the vision. He's the big dreamer, big feeler, big, everything big. And it's been a pleasure to get to know him. He's truly a very talented individual with huge vision, and we're excited to have him here. So Ron, I'm going to introduce you and let you talk to everybody today.
Stacy, you're so awesome. Thank you so much for always kicking us off the right way with the right energy. Clearly, you know what you're doing, more than just the words. Also joined by an all-star panel in Amanda, Christy, and Tanya, as well as Nick, who's just joining us from overseas. So happy to have everybody on. But how blessed we are to be involved in a company right now when the world is starving for this sort of message, this sort of commerce, this sort of strategy, this sort of union, if you will, to bring people together from all over the world. Shoply is a vision that's bigger than all of us, folks. It's designed to unite humanity, not divide. We have so many more things in common than we do apart. So this is going to be a business commerce where we're going to be rocking and rolling in the business conversation, but never at the expense of each other, always coexisting in a profound way where the parts are, the sum is greater than the part. Sorry, you know what I'm saying. So that's what we're doing now. I can't wait to. I'm having my own slideshow put together. So when I show up, I have a little 5-minute slideshow for you guys every time I get on. That's the same, but it'll be done here next week. But very excited to be on. Right now, we're in the transactional mode. We're in the invite mode. I would say you invite until you're blue in the face, until that thing says upgrade. Take a break and upgrade, and then keep inviting, keep upgrading. So I'd invite until I was blue in the face right now, guys, if I were you. And we feel very blessed to have this company at this time, at this opportunity. We're right at the threshold of this whole thing, guys. We're right there. So this is a great call, good time to be on a Shoply Zoom today. I'm joined with my partner as well, and Nick Sarnicola, who's been flying all night long. This guy never stops. He's an impressive human being, folks. What a pleasure it is to work side by side with him. It's such a mature relationship where we have different skills, different talents, and we respect each other 100% in that. And I respect this guy 100% in what he brings, what he does. Nick, if you're ready, I'm going to turn the time over to you, bud, because I know you got some things to share with everybody today.
Hey, Stace, I'm going to have you lead into what is Shoply video if we can.
All right, guys. Well, we're so glad that you're here today. If you are coming to us for the first time and you don't know what Shoply is, we're going to give you a quick little preview just so you can see what is Shoply, why are you here, what's all the buzz, why have 100,000 people in 150 plus countries said yes. There's got to be a reason, the person that loves you that brought you on here today. So we're going to give you a little preview of what is Shoply, and we're going to play a little video for you guys.
Welcome to Shoply, a new groundbreaking worldwide open market. It isn't just a tech release. It's the start of a new era in business. Welcome to decentralized commerce. This marketplace platform lets you control the terms of selling, to empower the sellers to build your own team of influencers and affiliates. If Shoply doesn't have it, find it, claim it, and earn on every future transaction. Shoply is powered by a vibrant community of social influencers. Decentralized commerce simplifies choosing between retail stores, online platforms, affiliate programs, and direct sales. Removing the middleman, it unifies each area into one universal conversation and conversation globally. Join Shoply now and be a part of our inner circle for an exclusive sneak peek at our dynamic technology. For a limited time, lock in your free position in this exciting new company and invite 5 friends to join us. Once you're in, you'll get 5 invitations to share with your most influential friends. It's time to create income in your spare time and start living your dream. Welcome to Shoply, the future of decentralized commerce.
All right, Nick, do you want to take it over? You want me to intro you or go to the panel?
No, you can kick to me. That's fine. I'm
Okay,
good.
let me talk about you first really quick.
No.
Now, I'm going to introduce to you guys and let him take over, even though you've heard his voice, you've seen his face probably pop up on the screen. If you guys were on the Zoom last night, he was actually in Miami, and by the magic of transportation and time warp, he is now in the EU. He is incredibly dedicated to the field, you guys. He is doing everything to make sure that we win, to make sure that we succeed, to make sure that we have what we need. And there aren't many people like him that do the things that he does, and won't ask us to do anything that he isn't willing to do first or do more. And we're incredibly fortunate to have him here. If you're sitting here and you know people in the EU, he's going to be there. You guys need to fill the room. There's no one that needs to hear Shopley from anyone more than him. You guys need to get people in the seats for him so that he can give them the message straight from the president. Take advantage of that. So I'm going to turn it over to you next, Arnicola.
Thank you. Well, I just landed, just changed. We're ready to rock. It's been a journey. And this is the weirdest lighting I've ever seen. There's like this weird orange light right here and an orange light right there. I found one light that was not orange, and then it was like a spotlight in my face. So I don't know. You guys tell me, is this the what is it called? The best of the worst? Well, this is the best of the worst. Here we go. Yeah. Well, let's get rolling. Right now, you already know what Shopley is. You've already said yes. You've clicked yes to a free invitation. The biggest question in everybody's mind is, when do we start upgrading? It's already began. We've already began enrolling folks left and right, just testing. Now, the tests are real tests, but it's really important that you all understand you're not missing anything. You have a timestamp. That timestamp has you locked in an order inside of our community bonus. So it's completely okay if you're not the first person to test the website or the first person to test your credit card. In fact, those of us who were the first, we found some different little things that needed to be fixed, some little bugs. So again, you're not missing anything, but the first wave of people have been loaded in. I would expect by the end of today, several thousand of you will be loaded in, and I would expect every single person will be loaded in by this time tomorrow. So that's what the update is. For those of you guys that were looking, searching for that update, those of you guys that are looking, searching for more information, just in general, why should I upgrade? What can I get from this? Let's first just take from the panel. I'm going to grab Tanya, Amanda, Christy. Why Shopley? Why Shopley? And then we're going to shift into upgrade. So Amanda, Tanya, Christy, in that order. Take it away.
Hi guys. As you can tell, I'm from the UK, so all of you guys all over the world, if you can't understand me, my apologies. I'll slow down speaking too, but why should you upgrade? I'm going Influencer Pro because I deal with a lot of people who want to sell stuff, but that's not the only reason. I have never ever seen a comp plan like this that is just giving back to you. The whole plan is aimed at helping you to succeed. You need to be part of it. So don't book the seat and don't do anything with it. Absolutely pointless taking this amazing journey. 100,000 people have gone online and said, yes, please, for a reason. As a 7-figure Amazon seller, this is going to give Amazon a run for its money. And if you had the opportunity to have said yes to that, and you didn't take it, you would have been bonkers. You're in that position now. Go and take it.
Okay, I'm Tanya Thiel from the Netherlands, but living in Belgium. Why should you do the upgrade? Well, there is no other way. You have to do it. For me, there is no other choice. And there is a song from DJ Tiesto, Let's Get Down to Business, but this is Let's Get Down to Shopping. Yeah, that's the only way people.
I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see it coming. I'm gonna let you know right now. I did not see it coming. But continue.
Yeah, well, you know, there are many online platforms like Amazon, like Amanda told you, but nothing can compare to this, because we all can earn money. We all can add our friends and family, and we can make people happy. And this is the thinking. I think the most important thing Terry Lacour wants, make the people happy again. So just do it.
Thank you for sharing. So we're from England to the Netherlands. We started over in Salt Lake, in the Utah area with Ron, California with Stacy. Christy, over to you.
coming from the Midwest, Illinois. You're welcome. Okay, so why Shopley? There's a place for everyone. Being in the industry for 30 years, I've said, oh, there's a place for you here, but I truly, for the first time, deep down in my heart, my soul, my mind, every part of this community, this ecosystem shines the light on. There's a spot for everyone. But to upgrade as an influencer pro right now, that's an opportunity for everyone. Like there's a place for everyone, but that's the opportunity for everyone to really make their mark, be that pioneer. Sitting in that garage, I say, this is what I said to someone earlier. I said, like, it's like sitting in the garage with Bezos and saying, hey, let's start an online thing. You want to do that? And you saying, you're crazy. This is saying, okay, let's do it. Let's have fun with it. And it's just, again, it's a no-brainer. And what Tanya just said, just do it. Because it's one of those things where I don't want the people I've invited to say, why didn't I do it? Why? I don't want it. I don't want it. So I say, why not? Do it now.
Well said. Thank you so much. Let's actually talk about what an upgrade looks like. There's 3 paths to take. You can go from a free invitation between now and August 31st. You can go from a free invitation to a $500 influencer or an $800 influencer pro. Those are the 2 paths you can take. And if you choose to be a free affiliate, you'll be able to join us on September 1st. So free affiliates, September 1st, influencer pros, you'll be in the system tonight or in the next 24 hours when your name gets called. So why would you pick influencer pro over affiliate? Well, here's a few reasons. You get not only direct bonuses when you sell a product, but you get license bonuses when you refer a license. You get marketplace commissions when someone in your team sells a product. You get community bonus access, which is the point of that timestamp. And when you're an influencer pro, you get max community bonus access. You get a vendor development bonus opportunity if you're an influencer pro, a global pool if you're an influencer pro, and we're going to talk about the rest of these in just a second. So in my opinion, we're making a $300 decision because influencer is $500, influencer pro is $800. And if you're sitting here saying, Nick, I don't know how I got the invite. I'm never going to refer anybody. I'm never going to refer a business. I'm never going to go online and share a product. You are a free affiliate. We will see you on September 1st. We're not here to talk people into doing stuff that they're not excited to do. But if you just need education, if you're like, hey, I don't know why I should be X or Y, that's why we're on this phone call today. So let's talk about the value. And I say it's a $300 conversation because it's the difference between influencer and influencer pro. $300. What's the difference? Well, first one is the ability to get vendor bonuses. Now vendor development bonuses. I'm going to grab my partner, Ron, here. He is partnered with and developed in cooperation with hundreds of SKUs and products and supplements, cutting edge stuff. Ron, what is it like if somebody is an influencer pro to be able not to just sell what a company tells you to sell, but to go looking and to earn for that? I'm going to kick it to you to lead so I don't steal your thunder.
Yes, this is like an MLM. This is like a industry fantasy to be able to do whatever you want to do with whatever you want to do it with. How many times do we feel the ball and chain around our ankles saying, oh, you can't talk about that. You can't take that product, not in public. Go be out of integrity and go take it somewhere in a dark room. That's just not who any of us really have ever wanted to be. So now, I remember about a month ago, I was doing a presentation for Shopley, and I looked out in the audience, and somebody had an essential oil, and somebody was making a shake, and somebody was eating a bar, and they were all from different companies, and they're all flaunting it. That's the way it should be, Nick. And so I'm so excited to see that we have a free, liberating space, guys. That's the most liberating space I've ever seen in our profession. That's why we call this a rebirthing of the industry, guys, because it's new rules, it's liberating, it's free, it's empowering, it's whatever you want it to be.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Stacy, talk to us about the actual dynamic of the vendor development bonus, that maybe the course they go through, the bonus itself, what that looks like, and why that's important.
Yeah, you guys, there's if you've ever been in the industry before, so MLM, direct sales, you're beholden to the company that you join, right? So whatever they're providing is what you're either selling, sharing, or utilizing. And this company is so different because they're saying, well, what do you want? You tell us, you bring it in, you bring it to us, we'll put it on the platform and then go out there and sell the lights out of it. And so if you're an influencer pro, a team builder, you don't have to worry about your people going, gosh, you know, this doesn't fit my vibe, my culture, my team. Then go build it. If you want female products, if you want women's empowerment, go find products that support that culture. If you want male-driven things and you want masculine stuff, go find it, build that culture. You have the ability to take this opportunity, whatever fits you, whatever you love, build the culture, and guess what? You get paid for that. You will get a 3% royalty on the entire sales in the entire company when you bring a vendor to the platform. It's a win-win. You get to bring what you love, talk about what you love, and then make money. When anyone in the entire company purchases it, you're going to make a royalty for that. That's a win-win for me in my book.
Amen to all of that. The only correction I'm gonna make there, guys, you get 3% of the commissionable value, which is different than the retail. It's the commissionable value. It's the money that the vendor pays in our marketplace commissions. You're going to get 3% of that. So either way, though, bottom line is you get to bring the companies, it sells, you get a piece of every transaction, whether you sell it or not. Sorry about that. I forgot to make myself important. Okay, let's talk about the second reason why you want to go Influencer Pro rather than just Influencer. Why you want to go Influencer Pro rather than just Influencer? And that's the global pools. Going to bring back in my buddy. My buddy here has been a part of billions of dollars in sales. How do global pools change people's lives, Ron? And then Christy, I'll bring you in for this as well.
Well, I'll give you two perspectives. First, it changes the company culture. You know why? Because when you're now taking part of the pool and you're receiving those bonuses, you look out over a crowd of people and you say, oh, I'm getting paid on everyone, whether they're in your organization or not. That's very unifying. So the money is driving that kind of behavior of unity. Secondly, though, man, nothing like at the end of the year, whenever that end of the year happens and you're qualified and you get that check. I've seen the checks for 25 grand. I've seen them for 250 grand. I saw one bonus one time between $400,000 and $500,000 at the end of the year. Now, we're not promising anything, but we think we're going to do pretty well here. So let's create it ourselves. Let's create our own benchmarks. So they might even be much greater than that. So I love how it unifies, number one. I love how it rewards the right people.
Now, guys, you got to not only go Influencer Pro, but you got to build yourself the diamond. You got to build a team, get sales going, be a leader. But man, maybe it takes you 2 years to get there and you're taking a piece of all that revenue. Christy, talk to us about global pools. How have they affected you before?
Tremendously. It makes my husband happy. It makes my husband happy. And you know, what do they say? When the wife's happy, happy wife, happy life. But that's my contribution to make him happy. And seeing that, what I love about it, that's why we have that sense of urgency right now. You hear us talking about going Influencer Pro, because that global, that's going to be huge, but it's also going to be huge 6 months from now. It's also going to be something that's going to come in effect a year from now, 2 years from now. I mean, it is going to play a major role in what Shoply's about in the industry, in the world, to so many, not just us getting in right now. I mean, we're going to have the biggest impact, but for those who are getting in the future, it is the future, and that's what Shoply is. And that global opportunity, nothing like it.
Last one I'm going to talk to you guys about in terms of the compensation plan is your community bonus. If you go influencer, you're limited in your node value at $30 per node because your contribution subscription is $30. So you're limited at $30. But as an Influencer Pro, you have no limit on your node value. Well, I'm going to talk about all that in just a second. The community bonus, guys, in my opinion, is the most important right now. Your timestamp right now is the most important that will ever be in the history of our company. Well, why? Why is that fair? Because you're taking a risk, because you're betting on us, because you're doing work without tools, because there's not a website up, because you're helping translate, you're helping do the, like, I can give you 100 reasons why you deserve to be rewarded for being a pioneer. Will people be insanely successful in the community bonus a year from now? Of course. 2 years from now? Absolutely. Can I just sit there and do nothing and get rich because I was there first? Absolutely not. You have the opportunity to be first in line in a massive wave of people, but then you got to go do the work. There's a balance there. You have the opportunity to be in the front of the line, but then you got to go do the work. And if you're willing to do both, you've already done half of it. You're already here. You've already got your timestamp. All you got to do is upgrade. Then you got to go do the work. What can that look like? Well, let's take a look. How the community bonus works. Between you and everyone you are working with and your community of enrollments, the person that told you, the person that told them, everybody gets 3 little seats that they get to fill. After that, they just fill in from the people that referred you. This is a good thing. It's called a waterfall effect. It's just waterfalling into your community. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Even if you referred 0 into your community, they're filling up. Another one, another one. Why? Because you upgraded and you were here first. Now, can I get rich for upgrading and being here and doing nothing? No. What will happen is, let's say 10 people fall into your community, and maybe they have a value per node of $150. It's $100 a month. Well, you could count on in 8 months, just this one way that we paid, that it would pay off your Influencer Pro. Well, what if your leadership ended up putting 20 in your community based on the waterfall? Come on, calculate, do your thing. Oh, okay, my button's not working. You want me to manually do this? It's going to be 210 because it's twice as the last one. Okay, so let's just do 40 then. What's 40 going to be? Well, 40 is going to be, 40 should be, come on, we got a delay here. 40 should be 440 then, or 420, right? So as people are waterfalling into your community because you decided to upgrade first and you're working with a team of great leadership, they're waterfalling into your community, your community bonus is going up. However, it will max you at $500 a month. Unless you go advance your status, you go achieve success building a team of affiliates and influencers who are selling products for vendors, transactional volume. Vendors are winning, affiliates are winning, you are winning. And as you advance through these statuses, it has not a serendipitous relationship, what's the word? Synergistic. It has a synergistic relationship. One is feeding, symbiotic. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. It has a symbiotic relationship. One is feeding the other. One is feeding the other. You go get to micro influencer 2, and if your community is large enough to make $10,000 a month from this bonus, you're qualified to do so. Okay, so they feed each other. Well, how do I go get to micro influencer 2? You got to go build a team of affiliates and influencers, find vendors you like, push products, make sales. We're here to drive revenue. We're here to get customers. We're here to help affiliates win. We're here to help team builders win, and we're here to help vendors win. We're just a different way to get customers to help the little guy win, because Walmart has enough money, and Jeff Bezos has enough money, and Alibaba has enough money, and Zuckerberg's got a 80,000 square foot bunker house in Hawaii. Off what? Your Facebook ads, business owner. That should piss you off. That's why we're here. We're here to decentralize these monopolies of commerce, not decentralize in the blockchain way, decentralize in the breaking up of 1 or 2 powers and giving power back to the people. We're going to try this button one more time. Okay, let me try to escape out of here. Refresh. We'll get one last try. While I'm doing that, panel, hop in. What do you love most about the community bonus?
I think
That
the community.
that
Sorry,
everyone
Claudia.
counting in your community, also from other people. That is amazing.
Whoever you talked over, the other person should jump in next. That's how that works.
Sorry, my apologies, Tanya. I think this bonus is a game changer for the whole industry. In a period where we're seeing so many taking money away from the top leaders, giving this back will attract the right people to get what they should be rewarded with, rather than being taken away from them every month, which is all we've been seeing for the last 2 years. This is a game changer for an industry to get back on its feet.
Yeah, and
Take it.
there's a phrase, you know, if you want to get greatness, be greatness. You want to get business, bring business. So remember, this is one of the only parts of the plan where you're going to get money that you're going to get business. How's that? Business that comes from other people upline from you. You're going to get that. So don't just make sure you're always contributing and building and good things should happen as a result. So remember that. You want to get business, bring it.
All right. The Danish internet is testing me, folks. So Stacy, give me a thumbs up if you're able to get in. If not, okay, let's pull it up. I'm just going to show some people some crazy numbers here. What happens when your community gets to 500 people at $150 value per node? What is a node? A node is an influencer or an influencer pro. It's a person. What is the value? It's all of their subscriptions combined connected to them, their affiliates, their own subscription, and their vendor subscription. So I'm just doing an average of $150. What happens when you hit calculate? $2,600. What happens when there's 1,000 people in the community? Should be $5,200. What happens when there's 10,000 people in the community? Should be $52,000 if my math's correct. What happens when there's 100,000? Should be $500,000 a month. So gang, I know you don't believe that 100,000 people is possible. I know that Ron Williams, in one of his last companies, he put in 600,000 people. I know I put in 800,000 people. I know Rod Larson put in 500,000 people. I know that equals about 2 million people. So will we have people like you that do have a community of 500, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000? Yes, 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 and yes. Will it be you? I don't know. Could it be you? Could be. Will you do what it takes? I have no idea. So we're going to talk about one last thing with regards to your upgrade, and that's the courses. If you want to upgrade for free, we'll even give you some free courses. If you want to upgrade to influencer, we'll give you $4,000 in free courses. You want to upgrade to Influencer Pro, we'll give you $10,000 in free courses from real speakers, real thought leaders, real people leading conversations around the world at a high level, making a difference all around the world. And they're donating their courses to us so you can find them on Shoply when you're ready to do business with them. It's reciprocity. So out of curiosity, let's jump to anyone that wants to answer the question in the gallery here. How much have you spent the last 10 years on personal growth and personal development?
So I'll go. I have spent probably, I think when I was figuring it out, around 55,000 on personal development growth. That does not include traditional college education, guys. So if you add that in there, we're over 100,000, closer to probably 125. So
That
I've spent
traditional
pretty
doesn't
many.
count. That doesn't count. Which one made you a millionaire?
Yeah, the non-traditional.
Non-traditional education, the seminars, the books, the events. That's what made
Absolutely.
you a millionaire. Who else? Someone else hop in, go.
You see all the books behind me? That is for all the courses I spent for the interior and garden design. More than $100,000. Because of all the materials for drawing, painting, everything, and the events and yeah, and then there is also a shelf for the network marketing courses. So yeah, it made me my personal development is grown very well. You know, I changed a lot due to all the courses.
Bravo, sis. Thank you for sharing. Ron, you want to jump in?
Yeah, there's a belief and a phrase that says your income will never surpass your personal and professional development. So this is a great time to embrace these freebies that are coming to you as a result of becoming an influencer or an influencer pro in this case, that you can really take your game to the next level. Everything else is just monotony.
Thank you, partner. Guys, we're going to show you two more things. We're going to be done here. This has nothing to do with upgrading. This is just us showing you the stuff we're working on. I want to show you the timeline of events. I want to tease the ShopleyPartners.com, and then we're going to have Ron close out with his new trailer he just launched just for some vision, because I think it's just sexy and awesome. So let's take a look really quickly here at the timeline of what is the Shopley next steps for everybody. As of yesterday until the 30th, excuse me, until the 27th, yesterday the 27th, you can upgrade. Upgrades are for the first pay cycle of licenses. On the 30th, we'll upload that first pay cycle. However, you can continue to upgrade and confirm your spot, the one you've booked while inviting over the last several weeks, until the 31st. At the end of those upgrades, the first community bonus nodes will be loaded and locked for life. That's it. So this is a really critical time in our company's history over the next 8 days. Make sure you get upgraded. Make sure you get your people upgraded. If you do it by the 27th, you're going to see your first license bonuses loaded on the 30th. If you do it on the 28th through the 31st, that's still good. You're just going to get pushed out a week on your first pay cycle. September 1st, we're bringing in affiliates. September 8th, customers. September 10th will be your first bonus on the community bonus. The 15th, we're bringing on vendors. October 5th to the 7th, this is official. We're going to invite the top 300 people, achievers of our company into Dallas for our first little pre-launch event. And then we'll also be able to simulcast that live to everybody who is not invited based on their success level yet, but mark your calendars. If you're a leader, if you're a producer, that is happening. So this is the timeline. Here's how you upgrade. When it's time, you're going to get a text and or email. It doesn't look exactly like this. Some of you are going to get a pop-up. If you're part of the beta, you're going to get a pop-up. If you're not a part of the beta, it will probably look like this. You'll click upgrade now. If you're part of the beta, you'll click a button that says next. And then it's going to take you into this little website. This little website. And actually, Stacy, the beta test folks, it takes them straight to ShopCart, or do you pick a package? What was your experience today?
It showed me this with the 3 videos, and then you were able to, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so here's what will happen. It's going to take you to, go ahead and show that video. It's going to take you here. You can watch video 1, video 2, and video 3 if you want. Most of you already seen them. Actually, none of you have seen video 3. Video 2, what is Shopley is video 1. How does it work is video 2.
Isn't just a company. It's a...
And then lastly, enrollment packages, where I talk about the different enrollment packages.
I'm Nick Sonacolo, the president of Shopley.
And then you pick your package. Right there, pause. That timer is accurate. That is the deadline for you to confirm that early timestamp that you have. And below you pick a package, upgrade, boom, you've locked in that seat that you confirmed originally when you said yes to your invite. Go ahead and scroll down if we can, just so they can see the bottom of this. You'll see that affiliates is grayed out. You can't actually be an affiliate yet. It can only be Influencer Pro. This also works on mobile. Okay, so what do you do next? Invite your ass off. The only way to get other people involved is to keep inviting, keep inviting, keep inviting. You also need to plug in. You know, one of the things I love about these 4 women is they're always plugged in. Christy, Amanda and Christy, why is it so important to stay plugged in, and where should they stay plugged into?
Well, what I love, you guys give full transparency on the Telegram, Shopley. Make sure everyone who says yes, everyone, make sure they're on Shopley's Telegram, because that's where all the communication, that's where the videos, that's where the links. Anytime someone asks me a question, I'm like, pinned at the top of Telegram. It's pinned at the top of Telegram. So getting them connected right away, a part of the community, a part of the ecosystem, and the importance of that's it. Plugging them in right away and asking them questions, because you said before about educating, because there's got to be some more questions. As you know, we get questions every day. Being able to answer them, and everything is pretty much on the Telegram. So thank you guys for that.
And your chat box is the Telegram. Feel free to check the chat box at the Telegram. Amanda, how critical is the plug in?
It's such a fast changing world of everything. We need to be on top of the whole lot. I share it and get people to go do it for themselves, because I'm not going to be able to hold their hand as we grow. So they need to be able to go show their people exactly where to look for everything that's changing, because they don't want to miss out. And I definitely don't want them to miss out.
Well said. So guys, I'm going to show you a couple of little things here. When you do upgrade, there's going to be a welcome document. Until the next week, there'll be a welcome video with steps. But since this is an evolving situation, you're going to get a welcome document. When you upgrade, it'll say download the document. Download the document. It'll tell you what to do with your next steps. It's very crystal clear. Right. Step 1, invite. Well, what should be step 2? Invite. Step 3, invite. Step 4, invite. Then step 5, subscribe, watch, back office. Invite. Every day you don't invite, you run the risk of someone inviting your own people. And when someone invites your people, they're locked to them. Every day, every hour, you don't invite someone, puts them in a further seat in the community bonus because you're not inviting them. You chose to watch television instead of sending the 10 invites. You chose not to be assertive with them. You could have said, look, confirm it. It's just your name and email. Confirm it. Invite, be assertive, don't be shy. Those of you guys that are in Europe or around the European area, remember I'm in Europe the next few days. Tour looks like this. Go to tourshopley.com. tourshopley.com. Last time, tourshopley.com. Ron, I've talked enough. We're going to pass on Shopley Partners for tonight. We're going to bring it over to you. Tell us about your vision for the new video you made, and let's get some closing remarks from you and the team here.
Well, first of all, for those of you who have not seen Nick live, you must find a way to get there, or get your people there, or get your prospects there. Any or all of the above. Be resourceful. Be a leader and source it. He's a very talented orator. He's very magnetic. He's very authentic. And those things never lie. So I love that. With that, I just want to say, look, this is a great time to be engaged. I'm just going to keep hitting the same drum, because I said I'm going to have a slideshow next week for just my little portion every time. So it's always the same, more or less. But I would say this is a great time to stay engaged with the invites until you get the upgrade invite. Boom, upgrade, then help your people upgrade. But until then, keep inviting. That's how you stay hot and keep your people engaged. If you disengage, things start to cool down. So make sure you're keeping things warm through your own actions and energy. With that, you know, what's fun about our team is we have all these talented people involved. I know Nick and his team have all these great talented folks involved, starting with Nick. My team, we're working on vision stuff right now, a beautiful training called Shopley U. You're going to love. It's going to be all things Shopley, but it'll be timeless principles of health, timeless principles of business, and timeless principles of personal being and development. And with that, we've been working all these different projects together. And I was thinking how Nick tells that great story about getting on the train and saving your seat, that right now you all have a seat on the train. Of course, in my background, I direct movies. And I was thinking that, well, maybe this is like a premiere and you want to have a front row seat at that premiere. And this is the premiere. Shopley happens to be the premiere because it's coming to the world. So we did a little Shopley trailer, if you will. And folks, just enjoy. It's a different vibe, different option, different complement to the other great videos that we have. Thank you, Stacy.
This fall, the Dreamers are back. Shopley, the rebirth and resurrection of an industry. Globally. Day one, the business that never sleeps. starring retail entrepreneurs, affiliates, influencers, networkers, and dreamers. See the stars aligned and take the power to decentralize commerce back to the hands of the people. Earn in your spare time. Live your dreams full time. Grab a seat in the front row and hold on tight. Watch the sneak peek now. Click accept to position early and see more details. Coming soon to every country. Shopley, the dreamers are back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it, brother. Well, listen, I'm going to turn time back over to you, Nick. Love you, man. Thank you for being on the road right now. I don't know how you do it. You're impressive, bro.
I'm good. I'm going to kick it over to our gals to close up shop. Over to you, gals.
I'll go first. So I think we've talked to you guys a little bit about the amount of money that you can make, right? The top that all of us here have been at the top of that. But what I think you guys have to think about as well is if you're having, like Nick said, that $300 conversation, whether you're influencer or influencer pro, there's a bigger conversation that we're not having. It's at some point you've stopped believing in yourself. At some point you've put limitations on yourself. And you have to ask, why am I doing that? Why do I not believe that I can earn the amount of money to, one, earn that $300 back, and two, get the value out of that? Because just in the direct bonuses, when you come in, you can earn that $300 back. If it's up to be, it's up to me. Is that how that saying is, or something very close to that? But if you're having that conversation with yourself and you're going back and forth, well, why would I should just do influencer. Why do I want to be influencer pro? It's because at some point, someone told you you weren't enough. Or at some point, someone made you feel that way. You got to knock that off because you are enough. There's so much education on this platform, the leaders that are here, the executive team, the chairman, there's so many people that can teach you and show you the way. You don't know what your personal growth will be in the lifetime of this company. Do not put a ceiling and a limitation on yourself, what you can earn based off where you think you are going to be. That's a $300 mistake that could cost you thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars because you didn't believe in yourself and you believed the narrative that someone told you. So I beg you to reevaluate why you're asking that question and really, really take a time to think, you know what, I deserve it. I deserve this opportunity, and pay that upgrade money because I don't think that you'll regret it.
Yes, I can only admit this. This is 100% true. And I did learn the words from RIP Mr. Edward Hartley 12 years ago. Believe, believe, believe. Work, work, work. Earn, earn, earn. I never forget that. And I am telling myself that when I have doubts. And this is, I'm go in this for 100% because I believe in it. And I'm working now for it. And in a couple of weeks, the first payment is there. So that's for all of you. So join. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll see you in Eindhoven someday.
And I love, Stacey, what you just said, because I'm a big faith over fear, but I'm also a big believer in faith in your future, knowing your worth. And that's what it truly is about, to know your worth, know you're worthy of the prosperity, the abundance that has been handed to you, and believing that what's in your hand that you're offering to somebody has value. Like that's priceless. I believe everything I'm offering someone is priceless. I have certainty. And if someone says no, it just means I may not have answered all their questions. And that's what I ask them. Are there any other questions I can answer? Now, if they still say no, here's the deal. It's okay. That's going to be their decision. And as Stacey said, they may regret it. But it's that knowing and certainty. Certainty has been the word since I've heard the word Shopley. And it's become part of my vocabulary. I am so certain to my core that this is going to be an opportunity for everyone. It's going to have a future that no other company can give you. So have faith in your future and what the legacy you want to leave your family, your friends, anyone you've been connected to. I can't wait to build you know, a legacy in Shapley, a legacy with my family, all of it. And that's what this opportunity is going to give you.
Clearly, I'm going to have to up my game on my training because these ladies completely and totally put me to shame. However, not only am I going to have that opportunity on here for a fraction of the cost that these guys have invested in themselves, but I have the opportunity to do something very special. Now, some years ago, I was working with lots of big business builders and people who were all saying, you have to have a big why. Why are you doing anything that you do? And I never understood what the heck that even meant. The only time it actually really hit home was when my husband was sick, and he's now, I can't remember how many years out of throat cancer, but that was when I truly realized what that meant. Today, I've just spent the afternoon with the vet for one of my animals that I honestly thought was not going to be walking tomorrow, and she's coming home tomorrow. Things like that are all things that come along and completely floor you. You need the biggest why ever to make yourself the most successful that you have ever been. So think before you press any buttons whatsoever. What do you want and why do you want it? Because that will be the turning point of anything that you're ever going to invest in. So we're asking you to take a leap of faith for something that I believe is the beginning of something new for network marketing. So what are you worth?
All right, Ron, do you want to give us and close us out? Give us the last little bits of knowledge and expertise that you have.
I'm just going to say blessings upon everybody who puts out the effort. You deserve it. And remember, have no attachment to what it is. There's a correlation between risk and reward, high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward, no risk, no reward. So remember, the brighter the light, the darker the adversity. The bigger the idea, the bigger the adversity. No idea, no adversity. Go get it and work right through it and figure it all out, guys. Stand in your vision today and don't move. The process is insignificant. Love you guys. Have a great day.